Back at another camp. This is where I am today. I've finally managed to find some snow. It's been a bit sparse this year so far, but as you can see, there's plenty of snow on these tops. It's down the bottoms, it's all just nice, well, green and that. So yes, the bad news, I forgot my spare batteries, so I'm having to be very careful with the battery power that I have. I've got a charger and everything like that. It just means that every time I've done a bit of filming, I have to put it straight on charge again. So plus I'm not able to just like freely interact with yourselves, knowing that I've got one part of my mind still left on how much battery power I've got left. So, but anyway, we're here. As you can see, new tent. It's a bivvy tent. It's a Jack Wolfskin Gossamer small tent. I think I'm on a bit of a slope there. I haven't put my sleep system together yet because I've got a bit more space from what little space you get in these things. Once I put my sleeping pad up, it'll reduce the amount of room I've got in there to move around. I've just put my second layer of base layer on. I didn't wear them both, I just put one on for coming out here, because I thought, you know, if I'm sweaty and all the rest of it, I don't want to get both my base layers wet and cold. So that was a job and a half putting on that second base layer. Oh man, oh god, I managed it. The challenges that we have, eh? And I've had a cup of tea. I've made my cup of tea, but I couldn't film it because the battery was on charge. Yes, I took all my electric stuff out this morning so I can put my water in the pouches on the side, and you can't fit the bottles in the sides when the pouches on the are full with stuff. So I took it all out, put the water bottles in, and then I thought I'd put everything back in to the pockets, but I hadn't. I'd left my battery charger and my 2 spare batteries behind. So yes, this is, anyway, moving on. This is the Gossamer one-man bivvy tent. I don't know whether, I'd never even heard about it. I was just on Vinted browsing the other day, and I thought I'll just have a little look, see what tents they've got on that, and I came across this, and I thought I needed something a bit more lightweight. I mean, I know I've got the Abisco Light 1, and that's light. I wanted something a bit more stealthy as well, so I managed to get this. I think the retail at around about 140. I think you can pick them up 140, 160, and I managed to get that half the price, 80 quid. So I thought, for a bargain. And but yeah, so, and inside I've got another bivvy tent, but without the poles in, and I got that one about 2 or 3 months ago from Temu. So it's a Temu one, but what I'm using that for is I'm going to put my whole sleep system inside that, so any condensation won't get onto my sleep system. It'll just it'll just go onto the bivvy bag that I've got on the inside. That's the intent anyway. That's the presumption that it'll keep all my sleep system dry. It is going to rain tonight later on after about 12 o'clock, but it's going to be quite well. They reckon it's going to snow for a few hours, and then rain will take over. It's also going to get very windy. There's gusts, apparently gusts up to 40 miles an hour. I'll be able to test that new bit of gadgetry that I've got, you know, that tests, reads wind speed and temperature. So we'll be able to have a look at that later on as well. But some of you might recognise this place. This is the place I did that that camp where it was really heavy winds. It got over 10,000 views. Well, it's the same place, but as you can see, it's got a dusting of snow up here, and it's going to be a bit, like I say, it's going to be a bit breezy tonight, about 40. So I thought, I'm up for a challenge. I might regret it later on, but I chose this place because it's only about half an hour to the car, and it's all downhill. So if I do have to bail, it shouldn't be that hard. But I'm hoping not to bail, and I'm hoping that this thing will hold up. We'll have a little look around. Oh, I mean, look at that. There's about good. I'll turn you around. Plenty of snow. Whee! Oh, little things amuse little mans. Yep. I wanted to do a snow camp for ages, and I could feel the wind slowly getting stronger behind me. The only thing is, I've had to put the bivvy tent facing into the wind because that's the way it's supposed to be, but it means while I'm cooking and stuff, I've got the wind blowing straight in my face, so I'm not being protected from the wind. Whereas in my other tents, I can point them into the wind, but the vestibules are in such a way that you get protected from any wind, which you don't with this, which is a bit of a drawback. But this is good for lightweight hiking, so you know, going up and down hills, it's really light. So that's the benefits of one of these. I like it. I feel like a little kid. Anyway, I'll not waste any more battery power. Let's get me tea on. Hi everyone. Whoa, let's get this tea on before it gets too late, because once it starts getting too windy, it's going to be a struggle making anything. So right, here we go anyway. Today's tea You won't be surprised to hear that it's another curry. But it's a curry that I haven't had so far. This week it's a king prawn boona, one of the specially selected from Aldi. Oh, let's put the guard around it just to protect. But that wind's getting cold and a little bit stronger, building up. Oh, there's my spoon. I wondered what I'd done with my spoon there for a minute. Here we go. Let's get that in the pan. Oh, it's got a nice tang to it. Oh, it's got a bit of heat as well. Damn cold. Oh, my body's not cold. Not now I've got on me base layers on and all the rest of it. It's just my hands and my face. The rice, because obviously the rice doesn't come with this curry, is the pre-cooked piri piri, which I'll just heat through once I've got this curry nice and hot. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that wind definitely. Where's that thing? Let's see if I can pick up a reading. Yeah, 12. I couldn't. It's only at 12 at the moment, so it's just like a bit of a breeze, but it's cold. I didn't look at the heat, temperature. Turn that off. Right. There we go. King prawn boona. Let's give this a proper bash. Nice. The only thing is though, when prawns, once they've been cooked, they tend to go a bit rubbery, I think. Pre-cooked. You need, when you're doing anything like this, you're supposed to put them in raw and cook them while they're briefly towards the end of the cooking. Ah, there's a bit of heat to that. Whoa. I'll just pop that on there. Because I'm sure you don't want to just sit watching me eat. So I'll bring you back once I've had my tea and I've put my sleep system together. As you can see, there's not much space in here at all. Got my rucksack there at the bottom. What I'll do is eventually, once I've got it all, once I'm all zipped up and inside, I'll put that on top of my legs. Hopefully it won't stop the down from doing its thing. But yeah, I've got my gas canisters down here, my tea and coffee. Oh, my tea and the milk's in there. I haven't brought any coffee because I didn't think it would be, I won't be able to get it done. So yeah, and I've got me boots at this end. See, got my fishtail pump stroke light. Now I've got my puff jacket there, my down jacket I should say, and another t-shirt and some cloths just in case. So yeah, and then there's like the Timu from Timu, the bivvy bag, so that should hopefully keep any condensation off. And then I've got my thermarest pad, Neo Air, and then my Alton down sleeping bag here. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing here, because it's not the best for filming, especially when the cold weather, the cold wind's coming in. I don't know how much I don't know how much of that you saw. So yes, this is it. I can feel that cold. It's ices, that wind, ices. And because I've got the bivvy tent pointing into the source of the wind, I've got no protection, which is going to make it interesting later if I want to make a brew or something like that. I think I'll just have to, if it stays like this, I should be alright. I'll just have to bite the bullet, you know, and face the wind chill while I'm making it, because the reward is the nice hot cup of tea. But if it gets much stronger and raining or anything like that, then it's going to be difficult, because you can't use a gas stove in a bivvy tent. It's just not going to happen. So we'll wait and see how it goes. It's a strange one because I haven't got much battery power, so I'm having to be mindful of how much battery I've got. There's not a lot to see in here, like I said. I've just shown you, how cramped it is in here. And then obviously as things change as the night goes on, I'll bring you back. The main thing is that I stay safe. I don't know how much the wind is affecting the sound, but I'm going to get in, get this battery recharged, and I'll probably see you later on.
That wind's definitely getting up. The tent seems to be standing up to it though so far. On the inside of the, you can see where it's through the condensation and breathing gone icy. See, the inner tent is just a mesh, so the mesh is going icy in parts. And when you get a big gust, little bits of the ice get pushed through. You can feel them just like little dots just hitting you on the face. But it's only from this end, because the tent's facing directly into the wind. On this side, in the main part, it's dry, lovely snuffly dry. I'm having to hold on to the camera because there's nowhere to really just kind of stand it up. That bivvy tent that I bought from Timo, it was just a condensation thing. It was plenty of room in it, but the condensation inside, it must have been just cold air or something, but it was really starting to build up, and I was worried about the effect that it might have on my down sleeping bag, so I just cut it away. I mean, I couldn't climb out of it because it's just like top end, you know, where you just slip yourself in. So yeah, I just tore it. I mean, I only got it, it's only £16, you know, it wasn't expensive. So yeah, that's the second bivvy tent I've had to slice up and went on camp and bin it. But it's kind of ironic, isn't it, you know, that I was trying to protect myself from condensation, and the only condensation, like I say, I'm saying, is on this front end, and that's freezing up. See if you can have a little look outside. You can see just little bits of icy rain. Let's see if we can see what it's like outside. See that? The actual skin, that's dry as a bone. Look, see all the snow coming in. Oh, that's bleak out there. Sounds a little bit loose in this corner. but it doesn't sound like disastrous or anything like that. It's just flapping. It was difficult getting the tent down because it's like on bits of slate and rock, and you know, it was a struggle trying to find bits, you know, where you could peg it down properly. But at the moment, I'm not concerned. Might be later if it gets any worse. But at the moment, I think the tent's holding up. I'll bring you back if anything changes. Some pretty big gusts coming. This corner's flapping like hell. But I've looked with a torch, you know, to see if it's all like where it should be. It's just the strength of the wind doing it flaps like that. You know, I'm kind of thinking I've bitten off more than I can chew here. I've just gone through, well, nearly 3/4 of a bag of salt and pepper cashews. Oh. Well, I'll bring you back if it gets any worse. I think that's the rain coming in. It's actually ice, snow. See the snow trickling down. Even my glasses, you know, the inside of the, see it on my sleeping bag. I think it's going to be a long night. All the snow inside. That's me, me down jacket. Don't want it getting soaked. I'll put it inside my sleeping bag. This is just crazy. I think I'm still better off just staying where I am instead of trying to pack up and make my way down. At the moment anyway. I mean, there might come a point where I have to do it, you know, that I'm forced to. But at the moment, I don't think I'm forced. Yeah, it is bad. I mean, I've got snow coming in. And that wind. Just got to try and ride it through. Glad I've got you with me. Got somebody to talk to. Bounce my thoughts off. I think I'm going to get a lot of comments after this one, I think. And probably not going to be pleasant either. This is a nightmare. Whoa. I don't know whether it's snowing in here. Well, snowy, rain, whatever, sleet. I hope I haven't knackered my sleeping bag. can't even see out my glasses. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Man alive. I don't know whether it's worse out there or worse out in here. I think it's just too bad out there to try getting down. I think my best bet is just to hunker down and ride it through. My legs are a little bit cold, you know me. My sleeping bag is struggling to keep my legs warm. But my upper body is warm. So yeah. I just think it'll be absolute crazy if I try to go out and try and pack up and get down this hill. So this is just absolutely nightmare in here. I think as soon as I get a chance, once the wind passes, or the worst of it, I'm just going to pack up and get down. I think any chance of having a pleasant camp has way gone now. I haven't even took my medication tonight because I need to be fully awake fully aware of what's going on around me. So I don't take my tablets because they'll just knock me out. I've got my charger and my phone in me sleeping bag, trying to keep warm because it keeps stopping charge because of the cold. And I've just had to wipe the camera down because it was just covered in snow. So I just have to hunker down. I don't, well, it could get worse. I mean, my tent could just fly off, well, the top sheet, so it could get worse. But I think this is going to be it for at least a few more hours. I've got a bit of food. I've got a flapjack, you know, if I need to keep my energy up. I've got plenty of water. But this is just absolutely craziness. The weather's way worse than I anticipated, or what was forecast. I mean, this is a proper winter storm. Anyway, I'll say bye for now, and hopefully next time I see you it'll have all passed. See you in a bit. Yeah. Guys, now it's been a rough night, that one. I've had no sleep. The wind has just not dropped. It's not as bad as it was at one point, but it's still blowy, as you can see. It's been snowing inside. But I'm gonna have to get off this hill. I didn't want to try it during the night because I thought, you know, it'd be too treacherous. But now it's daytime, I'm hoping to well, I am. I'm gonna give it a go, but I'm not gonna be able to film it. Well, not anyway, not the decamp anyway. Just packing away all this stuff in the inside into me is going to be a bit of a challenge in here, given I've got no room to swing a cat. So yeah. I just thought I'd give you a bit of a a situation report, a sit rep, as he used to say years ago when I was in the forces. Yes, so obviously I can't make a brew. I'm gasping for a brew. I have been all night. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. My head's battered. At one point I thought I was going to get buried alive. You know, at one point I started shivering. You know, there was loads of snow was just weighing the tent down. So of course my sleeping bag couldn't air, you know, it couldn't get its air, so it couldn't get warm. So my legs started getting cold, then my back started getting cold. And then all of a sudden, it must have just had an increase in temperature, and all the ice and snow on the tent just dropped off. It just disappeared. So it gave me loads of space, and you know, and then I started warming up again. So yeah, it's been a bit of a right rough night. But I'm gonna get all packed up and get myself down the bottom of this big hill, and hope with a bit of luck I'll be able to drive my car out. So I'm just kind of hoping that all this snow stuff is still on the tops and the bottoms still clear. That's what I'm hoping for. If it's not clear, I'm going to be stuck here. Yeah, we'll have to face that one when it comes to it. Anyway, I'll see you when it's all been done. Well, I made it back. Oh, it's bloody bleak out there. Bleak. At one I don't mean to be melodramatic. Melodramatic, is that what they say? But at one point last night, I thought I might have been a goner, because my body was starting to get cold, because the snow was just weighing down on the top of the tent. And but yeah, and then packing it away. Packing that tent and everything away, God, that's got to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. If you've stayed right till now, I really do appreciate it.
That is definitely going to be the hardest one I've ever done, because I'm not going to take a risk like that again. No way, Jose. That's taught me a big lesson, that one. You can't always go by the weather forecast. This wasn't on the weather forecast. No. It was supposed to be pouring it down with rain this morning and clearing all the roads, ready for me drive back. I don't even know whether this road's passable. I'll see what routes. I've never been. I've only ever come and gone this way, going that way. I've never done going that way, so I don't know whether. But on this one, there's really twisty, turny roads with real big drop-offs. So I'm not too sure. Anyway, seems really weird, because I'm going to say, usually I say, if you've enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. But can you that was not enjoyable at all. And no, but if you watch it till the end, and you appreciate the effort that went in to getting out to getting out of there, give me a thumbs up, please. Please make a comment, you know. Yeah, please do. I've got a funny feeling that there's going to be a lot of comments this week. So I'm going to be doing a lot of I'm going to be spending a lot of time answering comments. That'll keep me busy this week. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I would say that there'll be many more like this, but not if I've got a word. Not if I've got anything to say. There's going to be many more like that one. Oh man. But there will be many more camps. I think my sleeping bag, my down sleeping bag, I think that's had it. It's drenched. I don't know whether it'll dry out nice. I'll give it an airing, see what happens. But I've got a funny feeling that's knackered. So yeah, I just dumped. I didn't tie. You know, usually I fold, you know, the tent up and the footprint and all the rest of it, and put it all away neatly in the rucksack. Today I just stuffed it all in. Everything is just all stuffed in. I just wanted to get out of there. So yeah. If you found the video engaging, give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe and make those comments. Until the next time, I'll see thee.